Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. In the previous video we began our exploration of Windfall Island, we bought the sail, we found Tingle and his Tingle bottle, and we got ourselves a heart piece by playing the Sploosh Kaboom game. Upon reloading the save file, you will see that you spawn next to the King of Red Lions, and he has things to say. Oh, that look in your eyes. So, you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well, then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hole and press A to climb aboard. Hoist that sail you got with A to get moving. The sail will catch the wind, which will push the boat forward. The arrow that appears behind me is the indication of the wind direction. Use L to steer. If you wish to move quickly, you should keep the wind blowing directly into the sail. You can always press B to put away the sail. Try it when you want to adjust your speed. Did you understand all that? I did. One more thing. When we're out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you'll be at the mercy of your sea chart. I have marked the place we should currently be heading on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, select map displayed on the Wii U GamePad to open your sea chart. You can also pause the game with plus and confirm your position. Now, a westerly wind blows. Hop in and let us carry us to the east. I'm actually going to completely and utterly ignore you, because we have more things to do. Oh, hello. What's the matter, mister? Why are you looking at us like we're aliens or something weird like that? What? We're good girls. Don't spread rumors. Anyway, at the end of the last episode, we found a building, and we're going to go into it. We have a brand new Pictobox that we're going to use to take pictures of people. It's a nice little photography project. Link can become a very classy photographer. Oh, please leave me alone. We actually have to go into this shop here marked with a camera. By the way, in some games it's the Pictograph box, in some games it's just the Pictobox. I think in this one it's the Pictobox. Hello, guy who has a nice beard. Why, young sir, I must say, you seem to be in possession of a very fine Pictobox there. Are you a lover of pictographs as well? There can be no villains amongst the ranks of Pictobox lovers. Take your time, look around, I implore you. And while you're here, please do visit my upstairs Pictograph Gallery. You're bound to find it quite exciting, young sir. I guarantee it. I do think I will take a peek at your upstairs Pictograph Gallery. All sorts of pictures with all sorts of different meanings behind them. We're going to take a peek at them all. There are some very, very interesting ones. Oh ho 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 ho! Aren't those some finely snapped pictographs? You must admit it. But come now, you needn't be so surprised, my young sir. It is a hobby of mine to sneak up behind people when they least expect it. It's quite an amusing diversion. Think nothing of it. By the way, the pictographs you see decorating these fine walls have all been taken by none other than myself. They are my pride and joy. You see, in my younger days, I was tireless. There we go. Sailing far and wide across the great sea and snapping photographs wherever I went. Have a look at them, young sir. We're going to go ahead and take a peek at all of them. What kind of pictograph is this, you ask? On an ill-fated day, misfortune befell me and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drafted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship, veiled in mists and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. Yes, my young sir, it is none other than the ghost ship. The rumors I've heard tell of a man who researched the regions of the sea where the ghost ship faded in and out of sight, and that he drew a map of its movements. But it is said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of the cursed map, he died a most unexpected death. Chilling. Truly chilling. Now, if one were able to find that map, then it might be possible to sneak onto the ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within its hole. I'm going to go ahead and not read the rest of these in a voice. I'm just going to get through the text. Isn't it finely snapshot? I took it in my younger days. It is Outset Island. It is the most delightful of fishing villages, innocent and rich with nature's bounty. It was there I met a beautiful young lass. I suppose she's probably not as young as she used to be these days. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Link's grandmother. This potentially could be Link's grandfather, but we're not going to get into that. This is an incredible pictograph. I saw this strange platform rising up out of the seas, seemingly to claw at the sky. It makes for an even stranger silhouette. I wonder if such things still remain out there on the high seas, lonely on the waves. If only I had the chance. I'd love to see these things once again. Next up is a pretty nice pictograph. This is one of a tiny rock islet resting far out in the seas southeast of here. Isn't it nice? There's a very dignified butler standing before the door, and I snapped his pictograph without even thinking. That aside, I am certain this is someone's private cabana. Or cabana, if you want to pronounce it like that. What is this pictograph of, you ask? Why, those are creatures called choo-choos. They're said to have medicinal properties, so they are a most important resource treasured by sailors the world over. Why, there is even said to be an extremely rare species of them known as the blue choo-choo. It is only under very unusual circumstances that they are ever sighted. You'd be most lucky to come across one, young sir. We'll save the one on the right for last. Not a bad pictograph, Is it not a rather mysterious statue? That statue's home is on one of the Triangle Islands. It lies due south of here. There are a total of 3 Triangle Islands, the southern, northern, and the eastern Triangle Islands. Each of them has a statue as this standing on its shores. Interesting, and good knowledge. We of course know where this is. It's the Forsaken Fortress. This place lies to the northwest of our fair isle, but has been enveloped in filthy dark clouds of late. What are we to do against the silent evil that lingers there? If you value your life, young sir, then at the very least you should stay as far away from that place as you possibly can. It feels as if evil that is not of this world lies in wait there, biding its time. Well, that is indeed true. The conditions for a fine pictograph, you ask? Well now, generally you should capture your subject from the top of his or her head to the tips of his or her toes. Your subject should be framed within the pictograph's border. Essentially, you should just concentrate on getting your subject as large as possible within the frame of the pictograph. So I actually took a photography class in high school. It was mainly about learning Lightroom, which is an Adobe program, and Photoshop, which is an Adobe program. It is how I am so talented at making thumbnails. I'm competent in Photoshop. I think I'm pretty competent. And one thing you learned was that sometimes a picture such as this one is okay, right? You have to kind of put them in like the rule of thirds and all that stuff, but you don't necessarily need to have just like snapshot photos. You can have other interesting ones. You see, young sir, I've been studying Pictoboxes since I was but a lad. My lifelong dream of creating a box with incredible photography capabilities is at last nearing fruition. But now I've grown old and have no real desire to leave this island. Young sir, I hesitate to ask, but could you perchance be my pictograph assistant? Sure. Oh, really? Really and truly. My heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I fear I must tell you, path an assistant must follow is not a simple one. I demand that whoever takes on the role of my assistant be an individual who can take whatever command I may issue and promptly complete it without hesitation. It'll be quite a challenge, I assure you, but are you sure you still want to do this? Absolutely. Alright, you must share my love of the photograph. What is your name, young sir? Link, is it? Very well then, I shall issue 3 commands to you. On the day you complete all 3 tasks, you shall be my #1 assistant, Link. Now, for my first command. A love letter. Do you know what it is, young sir? It is a collection of words of love, long unspoken and put into written form. Somewhere in this town, there is one who, despite constant rejection, never learns the cold lesson of unrequited passion and continues to write letters of doomed love. I'm certain the object of this sadly one-sided affection is in quite a quandary over the matter. I am of the mind that I must have a word with the unwanted suitor. However, I must have physical evidence, and thus your first task is to snap a pictograph of this individual in the act of sending the unwanted letters. That sounds easy, does it not? Rightly so. If you hope to be my assistant, you must perform this task with ease. Sounds like a plan. We're going to hit the roads of Windfall Island to find a guy who's sending unrequited love letters. Hey, what's your name? Hey there, boy. Did you happen to see the post box down near the docks? Well, just so you know, if you want to send someone a letter, just set it to Y, X, or R, and use that button to put it in the Pictobox or the post box. It's just as easy as that. Before long, the Rito postman will come to deliver it to whomever you sent it to. He's a hard-working fellow, I tell you. Wow, you seem to know quite a lot about the mail system. I wonder if the Rito postman has already come today. Isn't that interesting? Well, he says if we go down to the docks, we can come across a place. Oh, nope. Hello, Piggy. Oh, no. Weird old man. Alright, we'll talk to him. Oh, if you please, young boy there, please help me. Please listen to my tale of woe. Our options are okay or ew, no. We'll listen. Oh, ho, ho, my sweet, sweet daughter, my only daughter. Poor Maggie. She was captured by a bunch of villains and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. What on earth could those scoundrels want with her? Are they just roaming around looking for young maidens? Are they just evil creatures who delight in mischief? Well, crud, having a kidnapped daughter doesn't get you a single rupee, you know. Please, please, save my poor daughter. I beg of you. Here I stand, begging. Help me give those scoundrels in the Forsaken Fortress a good scare. They'll pay for what they've done. Oh yes, pay. That is a poor man. And all he wants is his daughter. This is the post box. If we have mail, we can send it, but we don't have any mail. Huh, if only we had some. Hey, let's go see if that guy in the red is still up here. Maybe we can ask him if he has a letter or something of that sort. And he's gone. But where could he be? Ladies and gentlemen, if it isn't immediately obvious, the man in red is the man we're after. And we need to take a picture of him sending a letter because it's coming. He will send that letter. There he is right there. He's on his route, and eventually he will reach the post box. We just have to make sure we're there standing at the ready to take his picture. He takes a long time to get there, but you know, we aren't really in a rush. We can stand and wait for all we want. We just basically wait for him to move. Oh, we don't want to get too close, otherwise we'll interrupt his walk cycle. See, yeah, now he's paused. All right, so let's go ahead and get into position. I'll probably cut the video footage so that you don't have to wait for forever. But we know we want a picture of him putting the item into the post box. So let's see. We could get a pretty good angle right here, I'd say. We can zoom in a little bit and try and line it up. We know we want his whole body. We can also take a selfie. That's something you can do too. See? Hi, Link. And we can do all sorts of different faces. Hi! Alright, but we of course want to be prepared and ready for when this guy rounds the corner. He's on his way. I'll probably cut the footage and just wait for him to walk into frame so I don't waste your guys' time. Alright, so Garrickson, that is the man in red. He is approaching right now. I had to move because he was basically, if you get too close to him, he just kind of stares at you, and he won't walk when he's staring at you. So I had to move just a wee little bit. This should be a good angle to take the picture from, I think. I imagine if I get like a nice close-up angle. Uh-oh, wait. Here we go. Caught him. I think that's good. I'm going to zoom in and take another one, though. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in and take another one. Okay, I took 3 pictures because Lenzo can be very, very picky with his images. He wants the best of the best images. By the way, that's the name of the cameraman, because lens, like a camera lens. Alright, so we're going to go back to his camera shop now and try and see if this is a good picture for him, if he enjoys this photo. Let's see. Lenzo, are we happy? Oh wait. We have to, yeah, he's going to explain how to show the picture. We go like this. Let's try picture number 1. Oh, now this is a finely snapped photograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind. What could he be thinking, mailing all those letters? I should not ridicule him, though. He reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. But I digress. Very good, young sir. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. I should probably take this photograph from you and use it most efficiently. Well, I want challenge number 2 now. Next is my second command. You must search for the town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so to lend him some backbone. The individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture this instant of pure fear on this individual's face in a picto. So tell me, do you think you can complete this task? Easy peasy, although what we're going to do first is head to our album. And, okay, I accidentally pressed the tingle bottle button. Really, it would be nice if they would straight up release, I mean, obviously not now, but it would be nice if they released a blanket update that would just remove Miiverse features from the game, because you get the tingle bottle explanation for literally no reason. Granted, having an item that does nothing, I mean, it's a shame either way, I guess. It's truly a shame. Alright, so we're gonna go upstairs. There's a little inn, by the way. Welcome! Oh my, you're a very small customer, aren't you? Well, that's just fine, of course. You're free to look around. Alright, well, I'm actually curious about this man right here. Lately, I've been hearing that monsters from the Forsaken Forest have been going around capturing girls with long ears. I can believe it. After all, 2 girls from this Windfall Island have been already kidnapped. Poor Maggie and Mila. It just breaks my heart to think about those 2. Both their fathers are desperate to find anyone who can rescue their poor little girls. What kind of world has this become? So much fear and suffering. Anything else to say? Oh, the horribleness. I don't know what I'd do if I were kidnapped and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. Just the thought of it sends a shiver down my spine. Brr. Hey, wait a second. You're scared of getting kidnapped by evil monsters? That's a little bit sus. Oh, it's gonna be a terrible picture. He's gonna hate this picture. But yeah, this is the guy, by the way. This is the town wuss, as it were. He gets scared of everything, so we just have to throw a pot at him to scare him. And that should be good. That won't be good. Are you gonna look back this way again? I won't bother saving that one. Okay, we have 2 to try. His name is Gosak, by the way, like, go sack the other football player. I don't know what football terms are, but that's what I imagine. Anyway, we can return to Lenzo with our 2 images in hand. Hey, by the way, so this is Garrickson and that's Gosak. They both have G and S in their name. It's a little confusing. but you know, it's simple enough to remember, hopefully. Okay, hello, I'd like to show you this picture. Oh ho ho, now this is a finely snapped photograph. Clearly this individual, oh, something about fear. I cannot complain, young sir. You have pleased me in the most admirable manner. Say, and is it me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? Very good, young sir, and this means you have passed my second test. I shall probably take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. We need to get our final challenge, please. Very good. Next is, at long last, my final command. Open your heart and mind, and listen to what I say. Somewhere in this town is a couple, a man and a woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of each other, and yet for reasons unknown, the two have never spoken. Even when they happen, by chance, to pass each other on the road, they each steal a brief, furtive glance at the other, but then they suppress the longing in their hearts. I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls, I shall become Cupid, Archer of Love. These two are timid burglars in the House of Love, and you must capture a pictograph of them thinking their furtive thoughts. And young Master Link, if and when, hope beyond hope, you manage to complete this third task, then you shall be my #1 pupil. Ho 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 ho, this does not excite you. Good luck to you, young sir. Alright. Once again, we gotta clean out our memory card. I keep pressing A to delete. Anyway, we gotta clean out our memory card, and then head back out into the world. We have to go a little bit far for this one, so keep your guys' shoes on. We've got to walk an entire long distance. We're there. This is the girl right here. Okay. These are the killer bees. We're going to talk about them in a later video, but they will circle around you like no one's business. So this girl right here, her name is Linda. Well, what do you think about my outfit? You don't see clothes like this often, do you? Aren't they so cute? A friend of mine who lives on Outside Island sent this outfit to me. She's an amazing girl. She can put jars on her head and walk around like it's nothing at all. You have to see her to believe it. You know something? When you stand here, you see a lot of different people pass by. This is a brand new outfit, you know. I just wish someone would notice it. Hot diggity dang. Okay, sounds good. That is Linda, the first candidate. And who's this? You don't look familiar at all, buddy. Are you some kind of tourist or something? If you are, I'll show you around. Why don't you join me for a little stroll around town? Our Windfall Island may be a little cozy, so to speak. People from all over the world come here. Town's always lively. Haha, why just walking around and having a look at things is quite fun. That's the mark of a great town. Anything else to say? So anyway, taking strolls is kind of a hobby of mine. I'm always moving, buddy. But do you think it's strange for a young guy like me to walk around so much? Well, whatever, I'll tell you one thing. Because I take so many strolls, I know the best walking courses in town. Take the little path beside the bomb shop, for example. How many people in town know that kind of sneaks around behind the building? You think I'm the only one, buddy? So this gentleman here enjoys walking. And, well, apparently the walking man and this woman here steal glances at each other. Hopefully we're going to be here right in time to capture a photograph of that. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in right now and hopefully save this framing. Anton should come up from this back road right here. So he will walk around through the gate around there. Actually, we might be able to see him around the corner. Let's see. Yep, there's Anton right now. He's going to come up where I'm walking, or rolling, I guess, around this corner. Come up here, and as he walks by Linda, they'll take a peek at each other, and it will be absolutely magnificent and magical. We just have to make sure we're far enough distance away so that the killer bees don't mess us up, because they can mess up your photograph here, and that would be pretty bad. Here he comes. The killer bees are currently circling me, so I'm hoping to get a snapshot where they aren't in frame. That's probably not going to be successful. That one should be okay, but just... oh, there you go. Well, let's see if those two shots work. The first one probably wouldn't work because some kid's hat is in the way, and that's not good. But let's see if Lenzo is happy with this picture of the two. Ah, dang it. I talked to him on accident. I need to just show him the picture. Alright, hello. Here's this picture. Do you like this one? Oh, ho, ho, this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see that love there, hidden but thriving. Even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest extent of their passion. You have done well, Link. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Now then, young sir, you have completed all my tasks I set you to. My doubts about you have all cleared up. I shall hereby be proud to call you my assistant, Link. And no assistant of mine will be taking photographs in monochrome, not in a million years. So here, allow me to present you with this Pictobox. And we get an upgrade to the Deluxe Pictobox, a gift from Lenzo commemorating your becoming his assistant. It can take color photographs. Set it and use it to one of the buttons. Until now you can only take black and white photographs, but now you can take color pictographs, allowing you to show the worlds that were meant to be seen. Now go out there and snap pictographs. Snap them in color for me. For all the years I am unable to do so. Fulfill my life's ambition. Go to it, Link. Thanks, Lenzo. I literally will never come back here. Bye-bye. Woohoo. So he upgraded our Pictobox, which is huge. We can now take color pictures instead of drab, black, and white. I'll go ahead and erase that. Now, thankfully, there's a way we can test out this brand new Pictobox right away. If we come around here, there is a woman. She's standing right over here. And oh, actually real quick, if you are playing the GameCube version, you don't get the Deluxe Pictobox right away. You have to go and retrieve something called the Forest Firefly from a later spot in the game, give that to Lenzo, and then he will let you upgrade your Pictobox. Anyway, this is Mineko, or Mineko. If you could indulge me for a moment, please admit that I'm looking fine. Why, looking this fine would have won me the Miss Windfall crown way back when. I'm still looking better than all the younger girls I know. Ho ho ho. Well, 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 Mineko. Why don't you tell me how you look? For yourself. Here it is. Show this pictograph. Well, is it how I look today? Why, I had no idea that the gloss on my skin was so perfect. Just look at me. I am so stunning. Oh, I feel so wonderful now. I have to reward you for making me feel so good about myself. Here. She'll give us treasure chart. There we go. Open this chart on the map screen, and of course, we can find where the treasure is hidden. My son picked it up somewhere, and I would imagine you like this sort of thing. Correct? My son likes it, so you must too. Yeah, that's how most people think. At least that's how sort of the old way of thinking was like, hey, my son's about your age and he likes WWE wrestling, so you must like WWE wrestling too. Yeah? Okay. Well, anyway, that's going to be all for today's episode. We've taken all the pictures we need to, and we've completed another Windfall Island side quest. In the next episode, we will wrap up the final one, and then we'll be ready to head off to the Great Sea. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe, and tell your friends about the channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys see my videos around. I'll catch you guys all back here next time for the next episode of my Let's Play series. Until then, as always, take care.